8:45. This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. Here is the news, edited by Catherine Pereira and read by Indrani Senanayaka. The headlines. The President has pointed out the need to develop the Ambewela dairy farm as a tourist attraction. Heat index advisory given for various parts of the island. The Parliament will meet for the first time after the New Year on the 24th of this month. Mannar will be developed as a commercial city with the support of India. Special notice from Sri Lankan Airlines on European flights as Israel-Iran tensions rise. In foreign news, Israel's war on Gaza. Burials for children after airstrikes on Rafah. President Ranil Wickremesinghe has pointed out the need to implement a development program to attract tourists who visit the Ambewela dairy farm. President Ranil Wickremesinghe has engaged in an observation tour of the Ambewela dairy farm this morning to look into the development activities in the farm. A massive development program was initiated last year under the advice of the President. He looked into the progress of the development activities of the farm. He also appreciated the contribution given by the dairy products to the national economy. The Ambewela farm was established in 1940 and privatized in the year 2001. Currently, the dairy production at the farm has increased considerably. The heat index advisory issued by the National Hazards Early Warning Centre is valid for today and tomorrow. Please be aware the temperature felt on the human body is expected to increase up to caution level at some places in the northern, north-central, western, Sabragamu, eastern, southern and northwestern provinces and in the Monaragala district. The department has also notified that elderly people and children should be well looked after. Minister Manusha Nanayakara says that Mannar will be developed as a commercial city with the support of India. Another phase of the Jayagamu Sri Lanka program, organized by the Ministry of Labour and Foreign Employment, is underway at the Mannar Municipal Council Stadium. It was started under the patronage of Minister Manusha Nanayakara this morning. The program has focused on the Specified Skilled Worker Visa project that provides an opportunity for Sri Lankans to earn a high salary in Japan. The ministry said several measures have been taken to provide Sri Lankans the opportunity to access job opportunities in Japan under a special visa category, and that interested persons can apply for jobs in Japan through the special visa project. This mobile service will be held tomorrow as well. This news comes to you from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation, and we continue with local news. The Parliament will meet for the first time after the New Year on the 24th of this month. The debate on the Easter Sunday attacks will continue on the 24th, 25th and 26th, according to the proposals made by the opposition. This was decided at the Working Committee meeting of the Parliamentary Affairs recently. State Minister Shehan Sewasinghe says that a review investigation will be conducted after providing the Aswasama benefits. He stated that it has already been confirmed that President Ranil Wickremesinghe is the best leader to solve the economic problems faced by the country at present. Therefore, his leadership is needed for the country to march forward. He made these remarks at a media briefing held in Colombo recently. Sri Lankan Airlines says it is currently modifying its flight paths for European destinations as a precautionary measure amidst the current tensions between Israel and Iran. In a press release, the national carrier explained that these changes mean that flight times to Europe are extended, requiring additional fuel and reducing the available payload. Additionally, in order to meet slot times in London, these flights are being advanced by 1 hour. The airline said further, adding that some passengers on the London flights unfortunately have missed connections or been offloaded as a result. And that ends the local segment of news.
The main news story is brought to you by Sinhala Veda Mahatmya.
Minister Pavitra Vanyarachi was engaged in an observation tour at the Uma Oya Multipurpose Development Project yesterday. All arrangements have been finalised to vest this project with the public on the 24th of this month. President Ranil Wickremesinghe and the Iranian President Ibrahim Raisi will participate as the chief invitees at the event. And that was the main news story.
The main news story was brought to you by Sinhala Vedamahatmya.
The Water Supply and Drainage Board says that a 12-hour water cut will be implemented on Wednesday due to sudden repairs at the Sapugaskande electricity substation. Accordingly, the water supply will be suspended from 8:30 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. on the 24th to the Kalaniya, Wattala, Biyagama, Mahara, Dombe, Jayala, Katana and Minuangoda Pradesha Sabha areas. That came to you in Watchlight.
Coming up, World News.
First, the headlines. Israel's war on Gaza. Burials for children after airstrikes on Rafah. Explosion hits Iraqi military base housing pro-Iranian militia. Ukraine-Russia war. US Congress close to passing long-awaited aid. The bodies, mostly children, of those killed in Israeli air attacks on residential homes in Rafah city were collected from Al-Najah hospital and taken to be buried. Israeli forces continue to raid Nur Shams refugee camps in the occupied West Bank's Tul Karmen for a second day, killing at least 5 people, including a teenager, and causing worst destruction in decades, according to an Al Jazeera correspondent. Iran's foreign minister says his country will respond to the maximum if Israeli adventurism continues following reports of the shooting down by Iranian air defense batteries on 3 drones over Isfahan. A military base in Iraq housing a pro-Iranian militia has been damaged in an explosion, killing 1 and wounding 8, security officials there have said. Iraq's military reported no drones or fighter jets in the area before or during the blast, and the US said it was not involved. Meanwhile, the militia, the Popular Mobilization Forces, blamed an attack. It comes amid heightened tensions between Israel and Iran. After months of delay, the U.S. House of Representatives is poised to hold a vote on tens of billions of dollars in American military aid for Ukraine and Israel this weekend. Both measures have vocal opponents in Congress, however, and their hopes of passage have hinged on a fragile bipartisan coalition to overcome daunting procedural and legislative obstacles. Speaker of the House Mike Johnson said he is determined to bring the matter to a vote, even if it may put his hold on power in jeopardy. The Ukraine vote will be closely watched in Kiev, which has warned of an urgent need for fresh support from its allies as Russia makes steady gains on the battlefield. To end this bulletin of world news, the headlines again. Israel's war on Gaza, burials for children after airstrikes on Rafah. Explosion hits Iraqi military base housing pro-Iranian militia. Ukraine-Russia war. US Congress close to passing long-awaited aid, and that ends this bulletin of world news. On to development news. Several canals and tanks in 3 irrigation divisions of the Hambantota district will be renovated. Under this program, canals of the south left bank of the Veeravilla will be renovated, and that was development news.
Moving on with sports news.
The Sports Ministry has spent more than 800,000 rupees for Viren Nettasinghe's international badminton tournaments, which will help him to reach the Olympics qualifying standard, said Sports Director General Professor Rear Admiral Shimal Fernando. We already made a pathway to the road of Olympics, and Sports Minister Harin Fernando gave us all the requirements and ordered me to look after the super athletes' requirements, and Viren is the first athlete to reach this target with our assistance. That was Sports News.
Go ekathiana youth කට life එකේ change එකට නියමෙට set වෙන්න as වහගෙන දැකපු හින හැබැ කරන්න youth එකට නියමෙට set වෙන friendship එක මෙන්න. The all new NSB Ithru Mithru account, NSB IM, a plan for your dream.
Business News, sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
Hales Solar, the pioneering force in Sri Lanka's solar energy landscape, has unveiled solar-powered water heaters to the local market. Commenting on the launch, Hales Fenton's managing director, Hasit Prematilaka, states that the aim is to make renewable energy solutions accessible and also rewarding for every Sri Lankan household. With this product offering, we will continue to develop the hot water systems market by offering energy-efficient solutions that leverage the power of the sun. And that was Business News.
Business News, sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
Go ekak thiyana youth eකට life එකේ change එකට නියමෙට set වෙන්න ඇස් වහගෙන දැකපු හිර හැබැයි කරන්න youth එකට නියමෙට set වෙන්න friendship එක මෙන්න. The all new NSB Ithru Mithru account. NSB IM, a plan for your dream.
A look at economic news. The ambassador of France in Sri Lanka, Jean-Francois Pactet, visited the Hambantota International Port, HIP, recently for a tour of the port and to explore possible business opportunities for French companies. Tissa Wickramasinghe, CEO of HIP, met with the embassy delegates and had a discussion with the ambassador. He outlined the port's 5 core areas of business, and that was economic news.
Weather report.
And finally, we take a look at the weather report. Showers or thunder showers will occur at several places in the western, Sabragamo, central, northwestern provinces and in the Galle and Matara districts after 2 p.m. Showers or thunder showers may occur at a few places in the Uva province and in the Anuradhapura, Vavuniya and Mannar districts during the afternoon or at night. Showers may occur in the western coastal areas during the morning hours. To end tonight's news broadcast, we take a look at the headlines again. The President has pointed out the need to develop the Ambebella dairy farm as a tourist attraction. Heat index advisory given for various parts of the island. The Parliament will meet for the first time after the new year on the 24th of this month. Mannar will be developed as a commercial city with the support of India. Special notice from Sri Lankan Airlines on Europe flights as Israel-Iran tensions rise. In foreign news, Israel's war on Gaza. Burials for children after airstrikes on Rafah. That ends tonight's news broadcast. The time reads 2 minutes to 9 o'clock. This is Radio Sri Lanka.